everyone. I just wanted to wish you a happy New Year's, and I'm sorry that I haven't got around to doing the videos last year like I promised. I was having a little trouble and I needed to help a few people and I just didn't have the time to. I'm really sorry. But I will try harder. Most of my videos will be vocal, um, so you won't be seeing me that much like you did before. So I hope you enjoy this video because this one's more of pictures, and I know you're gonna see that I started from a weird place with these pictures. A few of them got deleted. I don't know how, but they ended up getting deleted, so you are going to be missing a few pictures, but I hope you enjoy it either way. Okay, so the first picture you're seeing is actually just what the wood looks like that I used. We had this stand that my father got, and I wanted to turn it into like a table. So we went to Home Depot. They had this round piece of wood there, and I go and say, well, can we get that to make into a table? So we got it, and this is what the wood looks like. Now, when you're looking at it, you can tell it's different pieces of wood glued together. Um, so you can't really do much of the stuff I do. I mean, you could definitely burn into the wood and everything, but I did something a little bit more difficult. So, but I'm just showing you what it looked like. So it's round. I think it's 10 inches in diameter, I believe. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on any of this. But you know, that's just how it is. Okay, you seeing this first picture? Yeah, this wasn't supposed to be the first picture. The other ones got deleted, and I know I took pictures of them before I did all this work. So, what you're seeing, actually, I don't know what you're seeing, because you got me on that one. But what you're supposed to see is basically, I carved into the wood. It's very difficult to carve into the wood, especially when you're doing what I did. You'll get close-ups of what I did in the other pictures, but carving into this wood was easy and difficult. Easy because you're going with the grain most of the time, and then there's other times that you're going against the grain, which causes a lot of mistakes that you probably won't see unless I show it to you. So either way, it doesn't matter. But there's also the glue you have to look out for. There's glue in between each piece of wood that they clamped together. So here I put a flower in the center. I carved in some waves, and I also put kind of like a flower wreath around that big flower. I know it's not centered. It's not supposed to be centered because nothing's perfect. So that's the first picture, and the second one. No, don't do that. Stop. Alright, the second picture, it's just a little bit more close up, and what you're seeing, that dark side, because this is the same, it's not the same picture as before. I kind of moved it so you could see a little bit closer. I mean, it's not that much closer, but you'll see like there's a darker spot over there. That's me burning into the wood. So it's not just paint carving, it's also going to be burning into it, and you'll see it's going to look so beautiful by the end. Okay, now this one is a close up of what I wanted to show you. Now, I'm showing you this because as I was burning into the wood, I noticed I had missed a few places that I was supposed to carve. I was so angry. I was like, I missed carving it, I missed painting it. I was mad. I was like, I did all this and I still gotta do it all over again in one spot. So that's that. The next one, it's showing the rest of the burning that I did. You can see that I'm burning the flowers, I'm burning the branches. It's gonna look good when you when it's completely finished. So yeah. let me see. Now, I was going to originally make the whole thing blue. As you can see, some parts of it, I touched my microphone. Some parts of it is, like you can see, it looks like it's been scratched a little bit. It's supposed to have an effect. My father came up with that idea. I was like unsure of it, but it works in the end, you'll see. Okay, so as you're gonna see in the next couple of pictures, it's just me burning into the flowers and the branches, going all the way around until it's completely done. Alright, the next picture, you'll see that the branches got a little bit darker. You'll see some of it is still a little light. I was working on it and I didn't want to go step by step on how it was done. It would have been too long of a video and I didn't want to make it that long. So it was light at first, as you can see from the bottom right corner. The branches were light, and you know, they were a little too light for branches, so I made it darker, and instead of just like waiting there and like for it to burn, I actually just went in a zigzag line just to give it a little bit of an effect, which you'll see it a little bit up close soon. And it's just gonna go all the way around. I even like lightened up the flower, like darkened the flower as well, but I'm also gonna do something completely different with that as well. As you can see, I tried shading in the flower. I mean, if you can't see it, I'm sorry. The lighting was horrible when taking this picture. I tried to do some shading, but I'm not very good at it. So, now if you're wondering what that darker part of the flower is that you see over there, that just came with the wood when I bought it. There's like a few places where I could not carve into because of that. It was difficult. It's like I think they call it a nut when it's in a tree. So it's kind of like that. But I tried shading it in, but I'm not sure that's how I wanted to keep it. I might change it. Alright, here's the close-up I was gonna show you. Here's the darker part down at the bottom, and you can see I went in like a zigzag formation. I kept doing that for a while. I kept going around and doing that zigzag in places I thought needed to be a bit darker. But this is what, the top part is what I did before, which I thought it would be a good idea to make it light, but for some reason it just wasn't working, so I went with the darker one, which worked out very well in the end. And in this picture, I'm just showing you the same thing, but in a different angle, because I thought it'd be better to see it from up high as well as really close, and you can really see what I was trying to do. And this is just the whole thing completely the way it's supposed to look. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change what I did to the flower, because I don't really like how it's looking, so I'll just change this completely. Alright, so the flower is finished, as you can see. I think it looks much better this way than it did before. I will thank my father later for that idea, because that was his idea to do this. And it does look better this way than it was before. So, it came out really good. Alright, right now you're probably thinking, oh, why is she showing us the same pictures as before? This is actually completely different, only in the sense that, I decided instead of shading the smaller flowers, because I just don't think I'm that good at shading, I'm going to color them in. So what you're seeing is in the center of the flower I painted yellow, and then you're gonna see that I'm starting to paint around in the white flower. They're basically gonna be white flowers. I mean, I don't know how else I'm gonna explain this to you, but they're gonna be white flowers with a yellow center, whatever you want to call it, and it's just gonna show you continuously throughout. Now, as you can see, we're on our last step, which is adding a resin gloss coat. And we do that to protect everything I just worked so hard for. And it looks so beautiful. It's a I don't know if I mentioned if it was a gloss coat, but it's nice and glossy, it's nice and smooth, and I think it really looks good on this stand. And I hope whoever buys this will enjoy it as much as I enjoyed making it. So, like, comment, and subscribe, everyone.